If you're from Solvang, California, listen to this. Did you know that the mission Santa Inez is allegedly haunted by a vampire?
Really?
Yeah. So the story goes, the town folks, even the villagers at the time, claim that they've seen a shadow figure with red eyes. That the vampire was allegedly terrorizing everyone in that town.
Wow.
So let me read it for you guys. Hi, my witches and norms. Welcome to the Witch Talk Tales podcast. We're your host. I'm Megan.
I'm Miguel.
And on today's podcast, we're actually going to be talking about haunted places, responding to people's TikTok comments, such as Visalia, California,
Bakersfield.
Solvang, California, and also a haunted scary story. Well, a Fresno scary story that was sent to us from a user. Now, before we get into the podcast, viewers' discretion and audio discretion is advised. Everything we talk about is just pure speculation and research that we've done. But with that being said, let's get straight into the podcast.
Let's get to it.
So how you been?
Tired?
Me too. I can hear a little in your nose.
Yeah, I'm getting sick. It's cold flu season. Everyone, make sure you protect yourselves.
All right. Let's walk them out. I'm just joking. No, okay, so I wanted to tell you something.
Yeah.
Do you remember that day when we went to the car wash? We went for the Halloween little trip for TikTok, right?
Yeah.
I have to tell you something. So when we were in the car and the people that were wearing the costumes was dancing, blah, 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 I looked in our back seat because I was scared because I remember Michael Myers opened a door. And when he opened the door, he closed it after. So I screamed and I turned around to look, to look away. And when I looked around, there was this little, it looked like a little child. What's it called? The handle? The thing where you put your head like that. No, where you put your head like that. The headrest. He was like this. And I was like, dude, I'm tripping. But I think it was from the reflection of the light and also the car wash soap and stuff that's all over the window, And I was like, oh no. So the reason why I'm telling you that because I was scared. So I'm like, let me tell Miguel, maybe he saw something.
No, I was mostly paying attention to the front.
The surrounding. Well, I was trying to look for Michael Myers and he popped up out of nowhere. He went, I was like,
I mean, they didn't say that area was haunted, so it could possibly be that.
Yes. So check out the playlist, which will be also listed in there to hear. It's called The Vendo Company. Yeah, it's allegedly haunted. People said they seen a lady with half her face missing. Workers said they seen people in the bathroom with I don't want to sound insensitive here, with the rope around his neck, and he was yeah. Let's say that And I was like, oh snaps, but haunted places, urban legends, scary stories. So let's get straight into the podcast.
Yep.
Again.
So we found a few comments on TikTok. This one specifically said, to Bakersfield. And this was mentioned by Blazing Trails. And what we found is about the Padre Hotels. So the Padre Hotels in Bakersfield is considered to be one of the haunted places with reported paranormal activities throughout the building. Specifically, one of them that they mentioned was the 7th floor. So the 7th floor is often side with the most active. There's been stories between 2008 renovation described workers being touched and pushed, and the floor associated with devastating fire in the 1950s that reportedly killed many people, including children.
Oh, rest in peace.
So specifically, room 704, guests are reported showers or bathtubs turning on by themselves and waking up with scratches on their bodies. Other activities include doors opening and closing, strange sounds, and appearances of a ghost hand in the downstairs pharmacy.
Okay, now that's scary. That's actually creepy.
In the basement is also considered another paranormal occurrences, where it's reported to include doors opening, closing, and a lot of strange sounds. And listen to this. There's actually been a local paranormal investigation that they have documented with motion sensors, devices sounding off, and demonic hissing sounds. And then there has been psychic visits, which has reported multiple spirits in the hotel without prior information about its history. And one, which I don't know much about, but I think you do, is from Teresa Caputo.
Oh, Teresa Caputo. She's a psychic, yeah.
Yes, she has gone over to the Padre Hotel and she visited in 2012 and sensed children spirits playing there.
Oh, no. See, if Teresa Caputo went there and to see if it's haunted, and she says it is, I believe her because I've seen her TV shows all the time. We're not sponsoring or promoting.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen her TV shows all the time, and she talks to the people who have passed away. Well, basically communicate with the people that passed for the loved ones. And there were so many heart-touching episodes, and I even cried. Do you believe in psychics?
I believe in psychic.
I believe in psychics too. I know that there are people who don't believe in psychics. The same way as if I was going to say, if someone asked me, do you believe in aliens? I'm like, no, but I want to hear the stories. Yeah. Again, psychics have these abilities. They're able to see past the different dimension. Let's say to see the future, you know? And also when something happens, our body gets chills. We get goosebumps and it's telling us, hey, be careful or watch out. You know that gut feeling you get in your stomach? That's also considered a psychic ability because it's called claircognizant when you don't know where it's coming from, but your body just tells you. I might be wrong, don't quote me on that, but it's one of the abilities.
Wow.
And off topic, I think Mariah Carey's psychic.
You think so? Why?
Yeah, because she can sing, right? But also she can hear notes before she even sings.
Okay.
So to hit the whistle, you have to prepare yourself mentally and in your mind's ear because she has the music ear. So she already knows the note before it even comes out. So I believe she has clear audience, which means psychic hearing. And a lot of people also say her voice comes from God. I think Mariah Carey's voice and ear was blessed from God. Like God gave her that ability for her to bless us, if
With the
that's a
music.
right term.
With the song, pretty much.
Yeah.
Wow.
But so drop down a comment, let us know. Do you guys believe that the Padre Hotel in Bakersfield, California is allegedly haunted? Teresa Caputo went there and said it was haunted. And then also people seen sightings of ghost hands.
Should we go explore that place?
Yeah,
We should.
right now. Well, moving on to our next TikTok comment. Haunted place in Bakersfield, California is called Hart Park, where a user who goes by Jose Pimental sent us a comment and said, do Hart Park, Bakersfield, California. So I was doing research and I was trying to find, anything I can find about the Hart Park. And then I came across a video. A paranormal group went to Hart Park and did their own paranormal investigation. And when I was watching the video, you can hear something screaming.
Oh, really?
The paranormal investigators didn't know where it was coming from. Now, go ahead and Google it yourself, just because due to copyrights and we don't want to take any chances, And thank you, Jose Pimental, for the comment. But for those who live in Bakersfield, California, drop down a comment and let us know. Do you believe that the Hart Park is allegedly haunted, or was the scream either a coyote or something else?
Wow. I have to watch it myself.
Let us know. If you're from Solvang, California, listen to this. Did you know that the mission Santa Inez is allegedly haunted? Well, the story goes that there was a vampire who inhabited the mission.
Vampire?
And it says, one of the most chilling stories in Santa Inez Valley is that of a vampire who allegedly inhabited Mission Santa Inez. And then the town folks, even the villagers at the time, claim that they've seen a shadow figure with red eyes. And then that the vampire was allegedly terrorizing everyone in that town.
Wow.
So let me read it for you guys. The Solvang refers to the legend of a vampire that allegedly lived in the historic Mission Santa Inez in Solvang, California. According to local lore, this creature was said to have preyed on villagers and could be seen as a shadow figure near the mission. How scary, huh?
Very scary.
This urban legend in Solvang, California is actually so popular there, and they also do tours during Halloween.
Wow.
When I heard about the urban legend of Solvang, California, I was like, wait, we have a vampire, 2 vampire stories that we heard here.
I know, that's what I'm gonna say.
So one was the Belmont Underpass Bridge, and then the second one was at the Frank Broken Bridge, which is scary. So you guys haven't checked that out? we will leave the video and everything else we talk about in the link in the description box below about the, they call him El Vampiro de Fresno. And I remember you didn't know about it?
I didn't know about it. I mean, I didn't know about this one either, but I didn't know about it.
Yeah, well, when I found out, I was like, oh my God. And now that we also know that, okay, look, vampires, whether they exist or not, I'm here for the urban legends, you know? So if you're from Solvang, California, drop down a comment and let us know, do you believe in the urban legend of the vampire haunting the Mission Santa Inez? If you're from
Maybe.
Solvang.
We should go visit it.
Well, it sounds too far, to be honest. It sounds kind of far.
I don't mind.
All right.
For the exploration.
I guess we'll go. Oh, but when we were supposed to go to Salem, Massachusetts, I didn't want to go.
Oh, no, that was too far.
Okay, moving on to our next TikTok comment.
So the next comment is from Hectic Shadow 7, who said, please do Visalia, California. Interesting story that we got from there is about the cemetery. So this is Visalia Public Cemetery. It's considered to be one of the haunted places with the most prominent legends, being the ghost of a Union soldier.
Rest in peace.
According to local historians, this spectral figure has been appearing and vanishing before people who are visiting the cemetery. The most popular tale concerns a ghost of a Union soldier who haunts the grounds. They are reported seeing an apparition of the soldier dressed in blue, which appears before them, then disappears. While the entity is still unknown, and one theory suggests that ghost could be one of 2 murder victims from Camp Babbitt.
Oh my God, that's so sad.
I know. The legend is supported by local historians who have studied the area cemeteries.
So the urban legend, or this haunted place in Visalia, California, is called Visalia Public Cemetery?
Visalia Public Cemetery.
When you hear about haunted places, it's either good or bad. You know, spirits can be bad, and there are spirits that just walking around and doing their thing. Now, the fact that the historian actually did the research and found that this place is really haunted, that gives it more credibility. And when we're on our podcast, when we talk about haunted places, we do our research and history to not prove to you guys, but to give you guys evidence and information that you can use to make up your own mind saying whether this place is haunted or not, you know? So if you're from Visalia, California, drop down a comment and let us know, do you believe that the Visalia Public Cemetery is allegedly haunted by the soldier, or was it just another urban legend, even though the historians did the research and found that there was people who had passed away that were soldiers, you know? Now, related to that subject, off topic, well, kind of, there's a park also in Visalia, California called Mooney Grove Park. It's an urban legend, and it was said that it's haunted. So the urban legend says a group of witches or a coven would practice their witchcraft and satanic rites there. That the witches were being caught and they were being seen, and so they decided to go to another place, but known as a Rocky Hill, and they would practice their magic inside the cave. And that's where the witches are haunting that place now.
Damn, that's scary.
When we hear about witches, and I do want to clarify this, people think that witches are evil, that they practice black magic, they do sacrifice, and they hurt people, animals, so on and so forth. When I hear people say that witches practice black magic, they're trying to harm somebody or sacrifice, I'm like, dude, that's not real. Maybe back in the days, I don't know. I don't know, again. But from my personal experience and my POV,
technically, you should assume that all witches are bad.
Correct. Just because a lot of people will get offended. Not only that, a lot of people will be more scared because when they think of witches or brujeria, witchcraft, and from other people's point of view, they're like, oh, they're doing black magic, this, da. Well, babe, don't claim that the rest of them do it. Maybe the ones you saw and watch or on a TV show or whatever, they were doing it, you know? Long story short, witches are not evil. I should have just said that. Witches are not evil. Yeah.
Witches are not evil.
Yeah. Do you believe that the witches are practicing their magic? Let me go over there. Okay. Moving on to our last segment before we end the podcast, we're going to be reading a scary story of Fresno. So this Fresno scary story, I'm going to name it Mad Jack. Okay?
Mad Jack.
It's about Woodward Park. It gets creepy. Now, a user named Rick Waller, ZU7BT, sent us and left a comment about our video in El Vampiro de Fresno, the urban legend.
Oh.
I lived on the sandbar at Wildwood Nature Preserve across the river from Woodward Bluff Mobile Home Park. And under the bridge, on the Woodward Park side of the river, lived a homeless man. I called Mad Jack. He explained to me as one day that a black liquid would come out of his nose at night, and it would cover his face completely.
Oh.
I would hear him late at night, and what I would hear was pretty effing freaky. It would sound like a transformation was taking place. Poor Jack. I started to believe that maybe there was something to what he had told me about the black liquid coming out of his nose. I no longer live in Fresno, and I really miss the river and the deer I lived with on my sandbar. Thanks for the video. Good work. Blessings to you and yours. The end. What did you think of that?
Wow. Seems like our video got through to a lot of people. And it reminded them of what they're happy for, you know?
Well, related to that, I feel like he left that comment because he was trying to say, what if it was a vampire's blood? And it went up the gentleman, Mad Jack's nose,
Mm-hmm.
and somehow he became the vampire. But also too, it sounds like the movie Venom. Remember the movie Venom? Yeah. And I feel like he was trying to tell us his story too. Somehow it correlates with each other.
Wow.
So since we're on camera here, and you can finally state your point of view, we're going to talk a little bit about the El Vampiro de Fresno of what we experienced. When we went there, you remember the eyes in the water? You were like, I see something blinking. And when we shined the light, it was just going like blink, blink.
They're blinking a lot.
Yeah. And then when we tried to look, it wasn't there, but it was there. And we took a picture. We didn't see nothing. So from our experience, what do you think about it?
It was, well, for one thing, it was a very tiring experience. It was a lot of walking.
A lot of walking.
Up hills, downhill, miles. But, I mean, it did give creepy vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Especially where the fog was coming out of nowhere. It's like, it was so clear, and then out of nowhere, just like... Mm-hmm.
The fog was everywhere. And then we heard coyotes.
And coyotes. Yeah.
I was like, oh, and I'm like, oh my God, what's going on? What's going on? And then I told you before, urban legend says that werewolves and vampires don't like each other.
Mm-hmm.
And we've seen from the Underworld, the movie, Van Helsing, we've seen other different type of movies that claim or said that they don't like each other.
Yep.
So what if the werewolf was what if the coyote was trying to warn us?
Probably.
Let us know.
But it was an interesting experience.
Very scary. I felt like we were being watched. We didn't see
too.
nothing, but I felt like we were being watched.
You probably were.
We probably were.
Like a vampiro.
De Fresno. Aye. So drop down a comment, let us know. Let us know what you guys think about these haunted places that we just talked about. And also, if you guys have any other recommendations, drop down a comment. If you want us to go places that, to go see if they're haunted, let us know. Again, we're not paranormal investigators. We are podcasters. Thank you guys for listening, and thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys on Monday for audio and on Sunday for visual. But with that being said, blessed be my witches. Bye.
Bye.
The car. I hate that car.
That's always the car.
It's always the car.